Alright, hopefully this is going. Hi, I am the Cinnamon Knight from over on the blue side of online gaming stuff, Cinnamon Knight Crows Gaming, and here now on YouTube. Yeah, Cinnamon Knight Entertainment, which I'm trying to go a little bit beyond just the standard streaming profile. I really don't know what I'm doing. Really don't know how to edit anything. I, in fact, have been watching some video editing tutorials on YouTube so I can figure out what I'm doing. But that has been difficult, and partially because my attention span isn't very long, and partially because I have zero ability at it. But hi, I'm Drew. I'm from Akron, Ohio, here in the United States of America. I'm planning on doing a little more than just video gaming relating stuff on this channel, though gaming is going to be involved because I love gaming. I'm going to be following everything with my various interests and everything else along those lines. Simply put, there's going to be gaming. It's going to be stuff relating around any topic that I come across that I want to respond to. And let me say that I have a tendency to watch an eclectic amount of things, from various philosophies to religion to social issues to other things. I'm going to cover a lot. And it's going to be suicide for the channel's reach, and I understand that. And I really don't care, because the idea here is to be about entertainment, not necessarily crushing it in the algorithm and getting the most followers that I possibly can. I love YouTube. I've loved YouTube for a great many years. I've considered making a channel for a great amount of time. But now I'm doing it. And in fact, this is the crappy intro video. I've been trying to consider on how I want to do this for a while, but I decided to say, fudge it! I'm gonna do it! So, a couple things I have planned. One is, basically some kind of series based around video games. And I'm gonna have another series based around the concept that I talk about when I, on many occasions, have told people that I am dangerously knowledgeable. Where I'm going to talk about a topic with minute amounts of research and things along those lines, but not exactly enough that I would call for a paper or study or something along those lines. Working towards my degree in communications, of course I had to do many various kinds of papers, cite things, get research, come through, know what I'm talking about. But this is more of, I want to present it in the way that I used to talk to people in things like Denny's, late night, smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee, and being a generalized retrobate from back in the day. Which is, I may have misinformation on a topic. I may. I'm not going to lie, I understand that it's there. But the many topics that I have interest in, I'm not necessarily going to spend all that time trying to figure out exactly what it is that I don't know. I'm going to talk about a topic as best I can to the best of my knowledge, and I feel free for people to A, tell me how much of an idiot I am, but also B, take a moment to consider what I'm saying. Because while I may be factually incorrect about something, or if I'm talking about a particular controversial topic, I may not necessarily be sitting there going, yeah. And if something's wrong, there may be some nuggets of truth in there in some fashion. So, I'm more of just ask that you watch the whole thing before you start hating when it comes to that. I plan on doing other kind of things in an entertainment vein, one of which is going to be presenting what I call fireside stories, which is a concept that I had a while ago where it's choose your own adventure is kind of the idea of it, where you've got an idea and you start telling a story that you would have told somewhere that you're going off the top of your head to tell it. It's going to improv stories that I'm going to try to tell. I'm going to go maybe do 15, 20 minutes of storytelling and then move on to, hey, what do you guys think the character should choose next? Or give me something random to throw in the mix. And I'll fish through the comments and pick and choose a couple things and go put it into the story somehow. I don't expect it to be as jarring as, say, the alien abduction scene in the Monty Python's Life of Brian, which is one of my favorite scenes in movies of all time because it is the most random crap that any of you have seen. If you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and watch it. It's mind blown. All those kinds of things. But yeah, those are some basics of the channel and things like that. I just wanted to get something up to explain who and what I am. I'm an entertainer. I've done probably combined 12 to 15 years of Rocky Horror Picture Show. I am, by many definitions, a Gen Xer, as I was born in 81, which, from the original descriptions that I was hearing, was, yeah, for 81 is the cutoff for Gen X, because the next millennium grouping of people are going to be people who were turned 18, after the year turned to 2000, and I was 18 before it turned to 2000. So, generally, definitely under what they call the Zillennial. Zennial, I think, because Zillennial is the Z-millennial crossover. I'm very interested in a lot of stuff relating to the generational cohorts as they are, and I've done a fair amount of research in those areas for something that originally started off as a medical thing. But I'm not going to get too much detail about that here. I'm going to have a video for that and other things. I am more than happy to make videos pretty much on anything. It's just that it hits me, I'll probably try to put something together in a video on it. And while I may occasionally do some things, like I already have a video planned to talk about kinds of theists and atheists, which sounds really boring to a lot of people, but it's also very interesting to some people. I'm not just talking about, like, I don't know, stereotypical forms. I'm talking about creating a hierarchy of Gnostic theists versus agnostic theists, and where the fanatics in a religion lie, and then what atheistic agnostics are, which is pretty much anybody that's an agnostic falls under that line, and I think, and I'm gonna have a little chart is the plan. Maybe even put it into a PowerPoint so that there's some graphical representation, because again, I don't really know how to edit at all. And I understand that even YouTube has some basic editing tools where I can cut things here and there, but yeah. No, this is it. This is the crappy intro to what is pretty much going to be a crappy channel, but it's a crappy channel dedicated to one purpose: entertainment. And I, for being an individual, that my sense of humor is stuck somewhere around 2005 and hasn't evolved much from that. Sense of humor, not mental acuity. Yeah, I'm going to offend some people, and that's okay. You're allowed to be offended, and I'm okay with you being offended. And in fact, with my past in theater, offending people is a form of evoking a reaction. And I'm not going to do it for the controversy of it, because I hate people that try to be controversial. I am going to do it, and will be okay with doing it, partially because offending people is part of how you learn. And it's life, and one shouldn't necessarily have to guard everything they do against other people being offended. There are some of my jokes that I will stay away from. Mostly because some of those jokes are things that I tell with my close friends. As anybody who comes here from my streams knows that there's also a certain level of humor I do in a stream, and also when I'm hanging around with friends, my humor gets at certain other levels. So hopefully, over time, people will get a feel for it. And if you don't like it, cool. That's fine. You don't have to like or subscribe. If you do like it, cool. I appreciate it. Be awesome. I also don't care if you like and subscribe. I'm just here about trying to entertaining people. And if 5 people show up, cool. If nobody shows up, I've probably at least entertained myself. 18 million people show up, I'll have cardiac arrest, probably fall over, and be thud, and I'll just be dead. Anyway, so that's my crappy intro. I know I've rambled, but there's going to be a lot of rambling. I ramble! It's a perfect example of that, even if I'm playing a game. Especially when I'm playing a game. Especially when I'm doing anything else. But yeah, so there's the video. I mean, any questions? Put it in the comments. I'm probably going to be paying attention to it. I've changed my settings on YouTube so that I see people's responses to comments instead of just likes. No idea why I said that for years. By the way, I suck with technology. I am by nature a theater kid and other things like that, and perform music and all kinds of other things like that, and blah. For those of you who are looking for my responses, eventually some will be in as best I can. But yeah, so have a great day. And I think this is about enough. I don't really have a very good end screen for this either, as every single time I try to work on it, my Discord decides that it's going to change how things work. But I'm going to try to put it on my little end screen here and in the video. So, yeah, hopefully see you later. Maybe, maybe not.